So if you do grade 11 and grade 12, you have to say this. Your teacher probably never told you this. So here we're given a general solution question, right? And we're given this equation here. Now, in order for you to solve this equation, obviously, you would have to take everything on one side. Why? Because this is a quadratic. As you can see here, we have sin squared theta, and then here we have sin to the power of 1. So in a quadratic, we'd normally want to take everything to be on one side because the general or standard form of a quadratic is this here. No, 0. So all of this has to equate 0, meaning everything or every term must go on one side. As we can see here, these two must go to the other side. So we're going to have 2 sin square theta minus sin theta minus 1 is equal to 0, right? Now, normally when you hear, I'm going to show you another alternative. But here, we're going to have to factorize. So if you factorize this, we're going to open up our two brackets, just like this. And then obviously you're going to have your 0. So here you're going to have 2 sine theta. Here we're going to have sine theta because this and this will give us that. And then we're going to have a plus and a minus. And then how do we get that? That's going to be a 1 and a 1. And I get it. Some of the students are not comfortable with this one, but let me just solve it here before I give you an alternative. So here we have a 1 bracket. So basically we have this plus 1 is equals to 0, right? Or we're going to have sin theta minus 1 is equal to 0, right? This one can simplify by taking the 1 over. So we're going to have 2 sin theta is equal to negative 1 on the other side. And then this one, or sin theta is equal to positive 1, just like that. So this one is isolated. So sin is equal to 1. And then here we still have to divide by 2 both sides, this and this. Therefore, sin theta is equals to negative 1 over 2. And then so this is our two solutions. But remember, this is general solution. We should go a step further. But I just want to explain this. So if you're not comfortable with opening up the two brackets, this is what you can always do. Remember I said it's a quadratic. So in a quadratic, you can also use the quadratic formula. For example, if I have something like this, which is what we have here. So instead of x, we have sin. So this is what I want you to think of it. For example, if you have something like this, right? So what you can do is you can think of it as it's like sin. So but the sin, think of it as like x. So sin squared, x squared. Sin to the power of 1, x to the power of 1, constant. That's what we have here. So our a would be this, which is 2. Our b, which is negative 1. Our constant is that. So the same thing we have here, right? So our a is this 2 here. And then there's a negative 1, which is our b. And then c is the one that doesn't have a sin or doesn't have an x if you put it like that. But the same thing we'll do. Instead of having x, we're going to have sin. And then we just substitute in our values. And you're going to see in your calculator, you're going to get this value and this value. That's if you're not comfortable using these two bracket methods, right? So now we have to go a step further. So we have to find the solutions. Now, here, we have to look for a reference angle, right? Now, this one, in order for us to get a reference angle, so we have to figure out in which quadrant that we're going to work in. Remember, sin is positive in which quadrant? This one and that one. But because this is sin, the reference angles are going to be 1. The reference angle is going to be 90 degrees. Now, whenever you have sin is equal to 1 or minus 1, you're only going to have one solution, right? And it's going to be in your first quadrant. So I would explain it here why that is the case, but it's like I feel like I'm going to digress a lot. So in the comment section, I'm going to list a photo there where I explain why sin is equal to 1 and why sin is equal to negative 1 has only one solution, right? But for now, let's just continue. So we said it's positive in this quadrant, but I told you it's in this quadrant, so it's only going to have one solution, which is here. So therefore, theta is going to be equal to our reference angle plus 360 multiplied by k, where k is that, right? So this is the first solution for this one. We're supposed to have two, but this is that, and we only have one solution. Again, go to the comment section. I'll leave the notes there. And then for this one, you also have to find a solution. But remember, this negative, when you're finding your reference angle, you don't include it in your calculator. This is just telling you in which quadrants are we going to work with, right? So we have to find the reference angle. So it's going to be sin, right? And then we're going to have 1 over 2, right? We don't put in the negative. The negative is just telling us in which quadrants are we going to work with. So therefore, we're going to have theta is equals to 30 degrees. So this is our reference angle. But what did that negative tell us? the quadrant. So in which quadrant we're going to work with? We're going to work in this one and this one, because sin is negative in this quadrant and that quadrant, and is positive in this one and that one. So this is our reference angle. So therefore we're going to have theta is therefore going to be equal to, so we're going to work with this quadrant. So this quadrant is 180 plus our reference angle. So we're going to have 180 plus our reference angle, which is 30 degrees, plus k multiplied by 360. Some textbooks use n, but it's basically the same thing. Well, I'm not done, so I can't write that here. So these two obviously are like terms. So when you add these two, you're going to get 210 plus k multiplied by 360. And then you can write that there, because now you're done with your solution. But unlike that, for this one, we must have two solutions. The first one, which is in this quadrant, and the second one is going to be in that quadrant. So here, or 360 minus the reference angle, which is 30 degrees, plus k 360. And then we're going to have 330, and then plus k multiplied by 360. Okay, is an element of that. That's the solution there. Notice here, normally students think you're always going to have two solutions. If your sin is 1 or negative 1, you're going to have one solution, right? And I have a photo where I explain why that is the case. But the point of this video is to explain to you, whenever you have a quadratic formula, a quadratic equation in your general solution, and you're not comfortable using the two brackets, you are allowed to use the quadratic formula. But just be careful. Make sure you first take all the terms to be on one side like that, and then if you want to factorize like that, you can do it. But then if you want to use the quadratic here, just the way I did it, then you can do that by stating which one is your A, which is this one, your B, there's a 1 there, which is this one, then there's a constant, which is that one, and then use your formula. You're going to notice when you use your formula, you're still going to get to the same values, which is what we have here. And then you can proceed to do your general solution. So hope that was helpful. See you in the next one.